All right. This is Grandfather. Now, it's time to speak about something that you have been waiting for me to talk about. Some time ago, a book called Time came out, channeled by this being. All right? And in that book, it explained something about time and how to live on it and how to live with it. All right? You are going through an intersection of time right now. In your world, in your life, on your planet, Earth. And the intersection is, should we go this way or should we go that way? All right? You've gotten used to going one way, and that way is conflict, competitiveness, and achievement. And while that can sometimes be fun, as in sports, or bring out the best in you, as you say, it can also lead to much grimmer things. And that's where you find yourself right now. You've noticed that things are happening all over the planet that don't make sense. It doesn't follow. People aren't always as nice as they used to be. People are upset and get upset more easily. You've noticed all over the world. And people don't seem to be able to work out their differences the way they once did, in peace and with patience. And yes, that's how it always was done in the past. Naturally, compromise was involved. You got something, you gave something. But that's how it worked. So, now, you find yourself in a version of time that is a perpetuation of how you've been living for the past few 100 years, maybe close to 1,000 years. All right? And that whole struggle is coming to an end, because every one of you in the deep sleep state has decided to get past this struggle. And it's almost as if the other part that wanted that competitiveness and wanted more no matter what, no matter who suffered, wanted more, and all of that, okay? It's as if it's trying to accomplish every last thing it ever wanted to do all at once right now. And that's why things are so extreme very often. That's why you even find yourself, even in a good mood, feeling kind of edgy, feeling like you're ready to jump at something or someone, and you really don't know why. Because that's a part of you as well. You were born into that, and that's what Earth is saying right now, even though your physical bodies are made up of Earth. Earth is saying, I don't want to do that anymore. I'd rather have my waters flow smoothly and clearly on the surface and smoothly and clearly underneath the surface. I'd like to have rain and rainbows. I'd like to have wind in the form of breezes. And I don't want to have to keep making hurricanes, tornadoes, typhoons, and earthquakes in order to set myself to rights, set myself up so that I feel better. That's why there's been more hurricanes, more typhoons, tornadoes in unexpected places, and all of that. Because Earth keeps trying to reset herself so that she feels like herself. And since you are made up of Mother Earth, that's what's going on for you too. You keep trying to reset yourself, but you get uncomfortable, and then you get edgy, and then you sometimes jump at someone or something, and afterwards you wonder why you did. So, I'm just saying that pretty soon, not instantly, but pretty soon, there's going to be like a snapback, meaning that you will snap, the whole world will snap into the time sequence you prefer to be on. And it's the same time sequence Mother Earth prefers to be on. And when that takes place, a couple of things will happen immediately. The first is that, everyone will feel like they just breathed a sigh of relief, and the edginess will completely go away. And at the same time, Mother Earth will be doing the same thing, going, oh, that's better. And there's another thing that will happen. And that's that when you try and remember, and sometimes you will, because you're trying to remember to do this or do that, when you try to remember the past, that was an edgy time, that uncomfortable time, you won't be able to remember things that have to do with being mad at someone else, or being resentful or revengeful. All that will just go away. And so, no one is going to do anything violent. No one is going to be overly greedy. And no one is really going to be greedy at all. Everyone is going to want everyone else to have everything they want and need to be comfortable in life. You will still live and die as normal. You will still have fun. You will have sports and games, but they won't be the kind of sports and games that result in somebody being thoroughly defeated to the point of embarrassment and injury. None of that. There'll be sports and games that unite teams. They'll find ways to come out and all be happy with each other genuinely, not just showing good sportsmanship, but genuinely happy that they have accomplished something together. And this can happen between peoples and neighborhoods and countries and cities and globally and governments as well. This will happen. All right? For many of you, it'll happen in your lifetimes. For some of you, since you're getting older, you'll begin to notice the experience. Things will seem to get better for no reason. So that will happen. If they are doing that, getting better for no reason, don't try and drag it back to the way it was. Even if you're feeling a bit forgetful, partly due to your elder years and partly due to the easing in to that snapback situation. All right? So, just wanted to let you know that is happening. And things will get better. Good life.